glad to see that we're sold out today and tomorrow and yesterday. It's been great, the attendance. A couple things before we start. We have taken pictures throughout this production of our, throughout the rehearsal, so we will have pictures being put online for you to take for free. We have someone awesome here. Elijah Wells' dad is videotaping for us so that you all will have access to a videotape. Again, for free, we will put it online. In return, I invite you to put away your cell phones, to put away your cameras, and view the humanity that's on this stage with your naked eye. It's time to It's also very unsafe. I have actors coming through the street, coming up and down the stairs, going up on a second floor. A flash at the wrong time can injure one of our kids, and nobody wants that. So please, please, please respect our wishes and do not have any electronics out. Yes, I am. Poster! Yay! Yay! I'm sure our awesome house staff has been pushing our great poster on you. This was made by Mr. Arteche, and the photos were taken by Lizzie Campos. It came out awesome. It's signed by the whole cast. Tickets are $1. We're raffling it off at the end of the show. We'll also be back through here at intermission if someone didn't get a chance to buy a raffle ticket. That's all for that. Thank you. Intermission. This is a 2.5-hour show. It's a good show, but it's a long show. So we have an intermission after Acts 3-1, and we will be selling hot cocoa out there because I know it gets cold in here, so I'll give you a chance to warm up. And I think that's it. So enjoy the show.
I have seen war, and that I hate war. I say that again and again. I hope the United States will keep out of this war. I believe that it will. And I give you assurance and reassurance that every effort of your government will be directed
two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our sword.
Ancient grudge breaks mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure is overthrown, stop with their death, bury their parents.
The fearful passage of their death marked law, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not could remove, makes a 2 hours passage of our sleep.
The which, if you with patient ears attend what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend. Gregory, on my word, will not carry coals.
No, for then we shall be colliers.
And if the collar will draw,
I know you would draw your neck out of collar,
I strike quickly being moved.
but thou art quickly moved to strike.
A daughter house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague.
The quarrels between our masters and us, their women,
'Tis all one. I shall show myself a tyrant.
draw thy tool, here comes the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
we not?
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our side. Let them begin.
I will frown as I walk by and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them. They bear it.
Whoa! Do you bite your thumb at us, ma'am?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, ma'am?
Is the law on our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, ma'am. No, ma'am.
But if you do, I'm for you. I serve as good as man as you.
No better.
Well, sir.
Say better, here comes one of my master's kids.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Drop, you men. Wait, remember that watch and blow.
Oh! Whoa! Oh!
Oh!
Drop thy sword, you know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put out thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me.
What? Drawn on talk of peace? I hate the word. As I hate hell, all Montagues indeed. How about thee, coward?
What noise is this? Bring me my longsword. Halt!
A crutch might call you for a sword.
My sword, I say. Old Montague has come and flourishes her blade in spite of me.
Thou then, Captain.
Oh!
Hold me down. Let me go.
Rebellious subjects, enemies of peace, profaners of this never stay still.
Will they not hear?
What ho! You men, you beasts, on pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground. And hear the sentence of your moved queen. Three civil brawls, bred of an airy word by thee, O Capulet and Montague. If you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. Capulet shall come along with me. Montague, come you this afternoon. To know the further pleasure in this case, to old Freetown, our common judgment place. Once more in pain and death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient quarrel new approach? Speak, niece. Were you by when it began? Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours, close fighting ere I did approach. I do depart them. In the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared, which as he breathed defiance to my ears, swung about his head and cut the winds, which nothing hurt withal, his stern and sword. As we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more who fought on part and part, until the queen came who fired either part.
Oh, where's Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
An hour before the warship sun drifted towards the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove in a walk abroad, where underneath the grove of sycamore, which westward lifted from the eastern city side, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me and stole into the covert of the wood. I, measuring his affections by mine own, which then most sought where most might not be found, being one too many by my weary self, pursued my humor, not pursuing his, and gladly fled, gladly shunned me. Many there have been seen, but tears augmenting the precious morning dew, adding to clouds, more clouds with his deep sighs. Away from light steals home my heavy sun, in private in his chambers pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylights out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must his humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove. My noble auntie, do you know the cause? I neither know it nor can I learn of him. Have you importuned him by any means? Both by myself and many others. But he, his own affection's counselor, is to himself. Could we but once learn from where his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as known. See where he comes. So please you, step aside. I'll know his doings will be much denied. Oh, thou wert so happy by thy stay. Come, sirrah, let's away. Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But news struck nine.
Ay me,
sad hours seem so long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Alas, that love so gentle in his view should be so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh, me. What fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then? Oh, brawling love. Oh, loving hate. Oh, anything of nothing first created. Heavy lightness. Serious vanity. Misshapen chaos of well-seeming forms. Feather of lead. Bright smoke. Cold fire. Sick health. Still waking sleep. Is that not what this is? This love feel I, that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz, I rather weep.
Good heart at what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such is love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed with more of thine? Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I am not here. This is not Romeo, he is some other where.
Tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
What, shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why no, but sadly, tell me who.
Sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I came so near when I supposed you loved.
Right good markman. She's fair, I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz as soon as hit.
Well, in that hit you miss, for she'll not be hit with Cupid's arrow.
Then she has sworn that she will still live chaste.
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste.
Be ruled by me, forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes. Examine other beauties.
'Tis the way. Call hers exquisite and question more. Farewell, my cuz. Thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctor, or I'll die in debt.
But Montague is bound as well as I, in penalty alike. And 'tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we, to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both. And pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
But saying o'er what I have said before, my daughter is yet a stranger in this world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we think her right to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon marred are those so early made. Earth hath swallowed all my hopes, but she's the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her gentle Paris, and get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. And she agreed, within her scope of choice, lies my consent in fair according voice. Tonight, I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I've invited many a guest, such as I love and you among the store. One more most welcome makes my number more. At my poor house to behold this night, earth-treading stars that make dark heaven light. Come, go with me. Oh, go, Sirrah. Trudge about through fair Verona, and find those persons out whose names are writ here. And to them say, my house is welcome, on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here? It is written here that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his lass, and the shoemaker with his pencils? But I am sent to find those names who are here writ, and can never find out what the writing person has here writ. I must till alerted in good time.
Tut, man. One fire burns out another's burning. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and be helped by backward turning. One desperate grief is lessened by another's anguish. Take thou some new infection to thy eye, and the rankle poison will die.
Goodeen, good fellow.
Goodeen, I pray you, sir, can you read?
Mine own fortune and my misery.
Perhaps you have learned it without book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
You say honestly. Rest you, Mary.
Stay, fellow. I can read.
Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, County Anselme and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Retruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline and Livia, Signor Valentio and his cousin Tybalt, Lucio and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up
Whither? To supper?
to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked thee that before.
Now I'll tell you without asking. My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you not be of the house of Montagues, I pray you come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you, Mary.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet, sups thy fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither with unattainted eye, and see some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love. The all-seeing sun ne'er saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, man, you saw her fair, none else being by. Herself poised with herself in either eye, but let crystal scales be weighed. Your lady's love against some other maid that I shall show you shining at the feast, and she shall scant show well what well shows best.
I'll go along. No such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where is my daughter? Call her for me.
Now by my maidenhead at 12 years old I bade her come. Went lamb, went ladybird. God forbid where's this girl? What, Juliet? Juliet!
Calm down, who called?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will?
This is the matter. Nurse, give me a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou hearest our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter is of a pretty age.
Oh, thou wast thou prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. And I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Married, that's married is the very thing I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
If I were not thine only nurse, I would say thou hast a bosom from thy teat.
I'll think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem, have already been made mothers. By my account, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now a maid. Thus, in brief, the Donnet Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, why, lady, such a man. As all the world by sees man of flax.
Verona summers have not such a flower.
Nay, a flower in faith a very flower.
What say you? Can you like the policeman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. This book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. This book in many's eyes doth share the glory that in golden clasp locks down the golden story. So shall you share all that he doth possess by having him making yourself no less.
No less, nay, bigger, with your fine men.
Speak briefly, can you like a Paris love?
I'll look to like if looking like you move, but no more deep line dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly. Madame, the guests are come. Supper served up, you called, my young lady asked for, and the nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliet, the county say!
Go, girls, think happy night's the happy day!
Shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
But let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them a measure and be gone.
Give me a torch. I am not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dead.
Not I. Believe me, you have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
I am too sore. Pierce with this shaft to soar where this light feathers. And so bound, I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burthen love. Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking and you beat love down. Give me a case for my massaging. A visor for a visor.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in every man but take him to his legs.
A torch for me. But wanton sleight of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
Tut! Done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire. Or say to reference, love, why not stick us up to the ears? Come, we burn daylight. Oh!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay we waste our lights in vain like lights by day. Take our good meaning for our judgment sits. 5 times in that year, once in our fine wits.
We mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
So did I.
Well, what was yours?
And that dreamers often lie.
And better still, they dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab has been with you.
Queen Mab, what's she?
She is the fairies' midwife. And she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Drawn with a team of little atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her chariot is an empty hazelnut made by the joiner's squirrel or old grub, and time had of mind the fairies' coachmakers. And in this state, she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. On courtiers' knees that dream on curtsy streets, or lawyers' fingers that straight dream on fees, or ladies' lips straight on kisses dream. Which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues, because their breaths with sweet meats tinctured are. Sometime she dreadeth lower soldier's breath. And then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches, ambuscados, Spanish blades, of pelts 5 fathom deep. And then anon, drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being thus frightened, swears a prayer or two, and then sleeps again. This is that very man that plaits the manes of horses in the nets, and bakes the elf locks in foul sluttish hairs, which once untangled much misfortune bodes. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkst of nothing.
True. Thou talkst of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begotten nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered puffs away from thence, turning to the dew-dropping south.
This wind you speak of blows us from ourselves. Supper's done and we have come too late.
I fear too early. My mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date with this night revels. Expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the steerage of my course, direct my sail. On lusty gentlemen,
Strike drum!
not to take away. He scrape a trencher, he shift a trencher.
When good manners shall lie in 1 to 2 men's hands, and they unwatched too, 'tis a foul thing.
Remove the cover. Away with the joinstals. Look to the plate. Good thou. Save me a piece of marzipan. And as thou lovest me, let the porter let in Susan Geister now. Anthony and Totman, I we're ready. You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber.
We cannot be here and there too. Cheerily, boys, be brisk a while, the longer liver take all.
Welcome, gentlemen. Ladies that have their toes are my mistresses. Which one of you unplagued with corn to walk about with you now denied to dance? Come, musicians, play! Sit, good cousin Capulet. So you and I are past our dancing days. How long is now since last yourself and I were in mass? By your lady, 30 years. What, man? Not so much, not so much. Since the nuptials of Mercutio, come Pentecost as quickly as it will. Some 25 years then we met. 'Tis more. The son is elder. The son is 30.
What lady doth nourish the hands of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
She doth teach the torches to burn bright. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. My heart loved till now, I swear at sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a Montague. Fetch me my rapier. What dares the slave come hither, covered with an antic face to clear, and sworn her solemnity? Now by the stalk, in honor of my kin, to strike him dead I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Why, uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. A villain that has hither come in spite, to scorn our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he. That's villain, Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cause. Take no note of him. He bears himself like a portly gentleman, and to speak truth, Verona brags of him to be a virtuous and well-governed youth. I would not, for all the wealth of the town here in my house, do him disparity. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him. It is my will, for which if thou respect, put off these frowns, and ill-beseeming semblance for a feast.
If it's when such a villain is a guest, I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. Oh, good man, boy, am I the master here or you?
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Be quiet! For shame, I will make you quiet.
Patience perforce, with willful collar meeting, makes my flesh tremble in their different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall not, seeming sweet, convert to bitterest gall.
Profane with my unworthiest hand. This holy shrine, the gentle sin is this. My lips, 2 blushing pilgrims ready stand, to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much. Which mannerly devotion shows in this? For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lift up in listening to prayer.
Let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, let faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips, O trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kissed by the book.
A word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is a lady of the house.
and a good lady, and a wise, and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal, and he that can lay hold of her shall have a chain.
She a Capulet? Oh dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away be gone, the sport is at its best.
Aye, so I fear, the more is my unrest.
Come hither, nurse. Who's yon gentleman? The son and heir of old Tiberio.
What's he that now is going out of door?
Marry, that I think be young Mercutio.
No, what's he that follows here that would not dance?
I know not.
So ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo and a Montague, the son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate? Too early seen unknown and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
All right. I learned even now. What I did with all.
Juliet! Anon, cometh to wait. The strangers all are gone.
Now old desire doth in his deathbed lie,
And young affection gives to be his heir.
that fair for which love groans for and would die, with tender Juliet matched is now not fair. Now Romeo is beloved and loves again, of life's fair witched by the charms of looks. But to his foe suppose he must come first, and she still loves sweet bait for fearful hooks.
Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers used to swear.
As she is much in love, her means much less to meet her new love.
With passion lends them power, time means to meet. Tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dolour, and find thy center out.
Romeo! Oh, cousin Romeo! Romeo!
He is wise. None of my life has stoned him home to bed.
He ran this way and left his orchard wall. Call the Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors, madman, passion, lover. Appear in thou likeness of a sigh. I conjure thee by Rosaline's bright eyes, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by fine foot in her straight leg and quivering thigh, and the means that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeliness thou appear to us.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. My invocation is fair and honest. In his mistress's name I conjure only but to raise up him.
Come, he has hid himself among the trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love and best befits the dark.
Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Just such scars that never felt a wound. Soft. The light through yonder window breaks. It is the east. And Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. Thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her best delivery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it.
I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? Brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp, her eye in heaven through the airy region would stream so bright, birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon that hand, oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
Oh, Romeo. Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word that smell as sweet. So Romeo would he not Romeo called. Retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name. For that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy words. Tell me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
Man, art thou thus be screened and night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name. I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I written, I would tear the word.
Ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue stuttering. Yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art. If indeed my kinsmen find thee here.
If love's light wings, then I will perch these walls. For stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, if dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords.
And not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction found thou out this place?
By love, who first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot. Thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea, I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face. Else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I go on form. Fain deny what I've spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too far. And therefore thou mayst think my behavior light, but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more coin to be straight. I should have been more straight, I must confess. But that thou overheardest here, I was ware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow that tips with silver all these...
Oh, swear not by the moon! The inconstant moon which monthly changeth in her circle orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe.
My heart's dear
Well,
love.
do not swear. Although I join thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be ere one can say it lighteth. Sweet good night. The sun of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night. Good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart, as that within my breast.
Or wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would have heard to give again.
If thou withdraw for what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again, I wish before the thing I have. My bounties as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Juliet! I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse! Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little, I will come in.
Blessed, blessed night. I am afeard, being a knight, that all this is but a dream. Too flattering sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy best of love be honorable, thy perfect marriage, send word by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. Madam! By and by I come! To seize thy stripes and lead me to my grave, tomorrow will I send.
Drive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst want thy light. Love goes towards love as schoolboys from their books. But love from love towards school with heavy looks.
Romeo!
My love,
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. It's 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Each day till thou remembers it.
I shall forget. To have thee stand there remembering how I love thy company.
And I will still stay. To have thee still remember. Forgetting any other home but this.
Good night, good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be known.
Sleep well upon thine eyes. Peace to thy breast. Would I were sleep in peace, so sweet to rest. Hence will I go to my ghostly friar's cell, her help to crave and my dear hap to tell.
Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For that part being smelt, with that part cheers each part. For being tasted, stays all senses from the heart. To such opposed kings encamp them still, in man as well as herbs, grace and rude will. And where the worser is predominant, will soon the canker death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, friar.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet salute me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Care keeps his watch in every old man's eye, and where care lodges, sleep will never lie. But where unbruised youth with unstuffed brain doth couch his limbs, there golden sleep doth reign. Therefore, thy earliness doth me assure that art aroused by some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been to bed tonight.
That last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
For the Rosaline, my ghostly friar, no. I have forgot that name, and that means woe.
That's good, my son, but where hast thou been then?
Tell thee ere thou askest me again. I have been feasting with mine enemies, where on a sudden one hath wounded me, that's by me wounded. Both our help and remedies within thy holy physics lie. I I have no hatred, blessed man, for lo, my intercession likewise steeds my foe.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confessions fine, but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know, my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine. By holy marriage, when and where and how we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow, I'll tell thee as we pass, but this I pray. Thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis! What a change is here. Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Jesu Maria, what a deal of crime hath washed thy sallow cheeks for Rosaline. How much salt water thrown away in waste to season love that of it doth not taste. And art thou changed? Pronounce the sentence then. Women may fall when there is no strength in men.
Thou shouldst me off for loving Rosaline.
Cajoling not for loving, pupil mine.
And baddest me very love.
Not in a grave to lay one in, another out to have.
Pray thee, chide not. Her I love now. Doth grace for grace and love for love allow, the other did not so.
Oh, she knew well that love did read by rote, that could not spell. But come, young waverer, come go with me. In one respect, all thy assist be. But this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household rancor to pure love.
Let us hence. I stand on sudden haste.
Wisely and slow, those that stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's, I spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench that's Rosaline torments him so that he will sure run mad. Have you heard of Tybalt?
Tybalt sent a letter to his father's house to challenge on his life.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master how he dares being dared.
Alas, poor Romeo. He is already dead. Stabbed with the white wench's black eye, shot in the ear with the love song, the very pin of his heart's cleft with the blind bow boy's butt shaft. And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than the prince of cats, oh, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick songs, keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests, his minim rests, on the first, the second, and the third in your bosom. A duelist, a gentleman of the very first and second cause. Uf, de morte pasado, punto reverso, and... Hi.
Here comes Romeo, here comes Romeo.
Sir, you gave us a counterfeit fairly last night.
Tomorrow to you both.
What counterfeit did I give you? The slip, sir, the slip you did not conceive.
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may stray in courtesy.
That's as much to say as a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hand.
Meaning to courtesy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower?
Right.
Well, then is my pump well flowered.
Why? Is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable, now art thou Romeo, now art thou what thou art.
Here's for the gear.
Let's sail!
To do, a shirt and a smock.
Peter!
Anon.
My fan, Peter.
Good Peter, to hide her face for her fans the fairer face.
Good morrow, gentlemen.
God ye good evening, fair gentlewoman.
It is good evening.
Tis no less, I say. For the body hand of the dial is upon the prick of noon.
Upon you, what man are you?
One gentlewoman that God hath made himself to mar.
But my prophet is well said, for himself to mar, quoth he.
Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I will tell you. But young Romeo will be older when you have found him than he was when you first sought him. I am the youngest of that name, the fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you. She shall indict him to some supper.
Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner thither. I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady.
Lady.
Pray you good sir, what stocking merchant was that was so full of his roguery?
A gentleman, good nurse, who loves to hear himself talk. I will speak more in a minute than can stand two in a month.
And if you say anything against me, I'll take him down as 20 such jests. I am none of his politicals. I am none of his gamemates. And you shall watch him use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure, for if I had, my weapon would have been quickly out. I warn you, I draw as soon as any other man if I see occasion in a good quarrel, and the law must.
No, for God, I am so vexed that every part about me quivers! Pray, sir, a word. As I told you, my young lady bid me call you back. At first, what she bade me say, I'll teach myself. But let me tell ye, if ye shall lead into a whole paradise, it be a very gross kind of behavior. The gentlewoman is young, and if thee shall deal double with her, it be a very ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak feeling.
Nurse, commend me to thy lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
In her face, oh Lord, Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou tell her? Nurse, thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her as much, that you do protest, and as I take it as a very gentlemanlike offer.
Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon. And there she shall, in Friar Laurence cell, be shrived and married. Here is for thy pains.
No, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, she shall be there.
Let me to thy lady and mistress.
Try 1,000 times. Peter! No, before the face.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. No, that is not so. Oh, she is lame! Love's heralds should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glide than the sun's beams, driving back shadows over alluring hills. Therefore do nimble pinion doves draw love, and therefore hath the wind swift Cupid wings. And now is the sun upon the hindmost hill of this day's journey. And from 9 till 12 is 3 long hours, yet she has not come. Had she affections and warm, youthful blood, she'd be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks many feign as if they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, God, she comes. Oh, honey, nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send my man away. Peter. Now, good sweet nurse. Oh, Lord. Why lookest thou sad? Thou news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If good, thou shamest the music of sweetness thy playing as gives us sour days.
By how my bones ache, what a jaunt have I?
Thou hast my bones and I thy news. Nay, come, I pray thee, speak. Good nurse, speak.
What geez, what haste! Can you not see that I am out of breath?
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to say to me that thou art out of breath? The excuse thou dost make in this delay is longer than that tale thou dost excuse. Is thy news good or bad? Answer to that. Say either and I'll state the circumstance. Let me be satisfied, is good or bad?
Well, you know not how to choose a man, Romeo. No, not he, though his face be better than any other man. For a hand and a foot and a body, they are past compare. He is not the flower of courtesy, but I'll warn him as gentle as a lamb. Where have you dined at home today?
No, but all this did I know before. What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Ah, my back, my back! Other side. Restrain your heart for setting me about. Snap my death with Johnson up and down.
Oh, Faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet nurse. Tell me, what says my love?
Your love says, like an honest gentleman, and a kind, and a courteous, and a handsome, a man once a virtuous. Where's your mother?
Where's my mother? Why, she's within. Where should she be? broadly thou repliest. Your love says, like an honest gentleman, where is your mother?
Mary, are you so hot? Is this the poultice for my aching bones? Henceforth, do your messages yourself.
You're such a coil. Come, what says Romeo?
Do you have leave to go to church today?
I have.
Then hie you hence to Friar Laurence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife. How could the lines have blood up in your cheeks? Scarlet straight away at any needs. I'll fetch a ladder by which your lover must climb a bird's nest through that night. I am the dread and toil on your delight, but you shall bear the burden through that night.
High fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can. It cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, and love devouring death do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in its own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth too soon arrive, as tardy as too slow. Here comes the lady. Good evening to my ghostly confessor. Romeo shall think thee daughter for a spoke.
As much to him, else is his things too much.
Oh, Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blaze in it, and sweeten with thy breath this neighbor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter.
Conceit, more rich in matter than in words, brags of his substance, not of ornament. They are but beggars that can count their worth. But my true love is worth such excess, I cannot sum up so half my will.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulet's abroad, and we shall not escape a brawl, for now in these hot days is mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of those fellows that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee. And by the operation of the second cup, draws it on the drawer where indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Come. Thou art as hot, a jack, and thy mead as any in Italy. And as who moves to be moody, and as who moody to be moved.
And what too?
And there were two such, we should have none surely, for one would kill the other. Thou wilt quarrel with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thou hast hazel eyes. What eye but such an eye would spy out such a quarrel? Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of meat, and yet thy head hath been beaten as addle as an egg for quarreling. Thou hast quarreled with a man for coughing in the streets, because he hath wakened thy dog that hath lain in the sun. Didst thou not fall out with a tailor for wearing his new doublets before Easter, and with another for tying his new shoes with old ribbon? And yet thou wast too germane for quarreling.
And I were so apt to quarrel as thou art. Any man should buy the fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
So be simple. Oh, simple.
By my head, here come the Capulet.
By my heel I care not.
All is close. For I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good evening. A word with one of you.
And a word with one of us. Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You should find me apt enough to that, sir. And you give me occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, that consorts with Romeo.
Consorts. What dost thou make us minstrels? And to make minstrels out of us, look to hear nothing but discords. Here is my fiddlestick.
We speak here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge, for no man's pleasure I.
Well, peace be with you, sir. For here comes my man. Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the love that I have for thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. To villain I am none. Therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as mine own. Be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Tybalt! You rat catcher, will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives, that I mean to make bold withal, and as you use me hereafter, drive beat the rest of the 8s. Will you pluck your sword out of this pilcher by the ears? Make haste lest mine be about your ears be out. Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up. Come, sir, your passado. Draw it, Romeo. Beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame, forbear this outrage.
Strike! 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 Strike!
Tybalt! Good Mercutio, the queen expressly hath forbidden banding in her own streets.
Beat him down! 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 Beat him
Hold,
down!
Tybalt! Good Mercutio!
Wait, Tybalt.
I am hurt. A plague of both your houses. I am sped. Is he gone? And hath nothing?
What? Art thou hurt?
A scratch. A scratch. Mary, 'tis enough. 'Twill serve.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
No, 'tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door, but 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a great man. I am peppered. I warrant for this world a plague of both your houses, a braggart, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm. Thought all for the best. Help me to some husband, will you? Or I shall faint. A plague! Oh, both your houses! They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. Your houses.
This gentleman, the queen's near ally, my dear friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my kinsman. Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor's steel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo! Brave Mercutio is dead. And down in spirit to the stars and the clouds, but still in time to hear and scorn the earth.
On this day's black fate, more days doth depend.
This but begins the woe, others must end.
Here comes that fiery Tybalt.
Alive in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Way to heaven, respected lenity and fire-eyed fury be my conduct now. Tybalt, take the villain back again that latest thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. And either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
The wretched boy that did his consort in here, shalt with them hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo! Away, be gone! The citizens have been Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed! The queen will do things like that if thou art taken!
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Why dost thou stay?
Which way ran he that killed Mercutio? Tybalt, that murderer, which way ran he? Up, sir, come with me. I charge thee in the prince's name.
We're the vow beginners of this fray.
O noble queen, I can discover the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies that man slain by young Romeo, who slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
My cousin. Oh, my brother's child. Husband. Your Majesty. Cousin. Oh, the blood is spilled of my dear kinsman. Your Majesty, if thou art true, the blood of ours shed blood of Montague.
Benvolio, who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, who spoke his care, bade him to think how nice his quarrel was, and urged with all your high displeasure. All this uttered with calm look, gentle breath, and knees humbly bowed, could not take truce with Tybalt, deaf to peace. But that he tilts at bold Mercutio's breast, who all this hot turns deadly point to point. An envious thrust from Tybalt hid the life of stout Mercutio, and Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who had but newly entertained revenge, and to it they go like lightning, for ere I could draw to part them, was stout Tybalt slain. As he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
She's a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes her false, she speaks not true. Some 20 of them false in this black strife, and all those 20 could kill but one life. I beg for justice, which thou, Majesty, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt, Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Whom now the price of his dear blood doth owe?
Not Romeo, my queen. He is Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes, but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence.
My queen,
I have an interest in your heart's proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie a bleeding. But I'll immerse you with so strong a fine that you all shall repent the loss of mine. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses. No prayers, no tears shall purchase out of abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence and hence. Else when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy is but murderers parting those that kill.
Come, gentle night. Come, loving black-browed night. And give me my Romeo. And when I shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars. And he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world would be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. So I have bought the mansion of a love, but not possessed it. And though I am sold, not yet enjoyed. So tedious is this day, as if the night before some festival, but impatient child who hath new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news. And every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. I mean, why dost thou wring thy hands?
Oh, day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We're undone, lady. We're undone.
Lack the day, he's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can. Oh, heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Whoever would have thought it, Romeo.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself?
I saw the window shut with mine eyes. God save the marquis on his manly breast. A piteous corse, a bloody piteous corse. Pale, pale as ashes, all we daubed in blood, all in gore blood. I assumed thy sight.
Oh, break my heart. Poor bankrupt, break at once. To prison eyes ne'er looked on liberty. Vile earth to earth resign, and motion here. And now when Romeo pressed one heavy fear.
Oh, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I shall live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dear lord? The dreadful trumpet sound the general doom, for who is living if those two are gone?
Tybalt is gone, and Romeo vanished. Romeo that killed him, he is vanished.
Oh God. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did, alas, a day it did.
Oh, serpent heart hid in the flowering face. Did ever a dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, dove-feathered raven, wolfish ravening lamb, despised substance of divinest show, just opposite of what thou justly seemest, a damned saint, an honorable villain. O nature, what dost thou to do in hell when thou didst devour the spirit of a fiend in mortal paradise of such sweet flesh? Was ever a book containing such vile matter so fairly bound? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. I'll perjure, I'll forsworn, I'll not. I'll dissembler, see. Where's my man? Need some Uncle Vita. These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a witch! He was not born to shame. For upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit. For 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned. Sole monarch of the universal earth, oh, what a beast was I to chide at him!
Are you to speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I think ill of him that is my husband? Oh, poor my lord. What tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. Your tributary drops belong to woe, and you mistaking offer up to joy. My husband lives that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt's dead that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? Some word there was worser than Tybalt's death had murdered me. I would forget its fame, but oh, it presses to my memory like damned guilty deeds to sinners' minds. Tybalt is dead. And Romeo vanisheth. That vanisheth. That one word vanisheth. I'd slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough if it had ended there. But with a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is vanishing? To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet. All slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. There is no end, limit bound in that word death. Romeo is banished. No words can that woe sound. Where's my father and my mother, nurse?
weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when they are dry for Romeo's banishment.
How find Romeo to comfort you? I would go where he is. Let he, your Romeo, be her knight. All to him he is here at Laurence's son.
We'll find him. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth! Come forth, thou fearful man! Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Friar, what news? What is the queen's doom? What sorrow craves acquaintance at my hand that I yet know not?
Too familiar is my dear son with such sour company. I bring thee tidings of the queen's doom.
What less than doomsday is the queen's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from her lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment? Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in its look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
And from Verona art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from this world, and world exile is death. Then banishment is death mistermed. Calling death banishment, thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls for death, but the kind queen, taking thy part aside, hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death, banishment. This is the dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture, and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing lives here in heaven and may look on her. But Romeo may not. He is banished. And sayest thou yet that exile is not death? Hast thou no poison mixed, no sharp ground knife, no sudden mean of death, thou ne'er so mean as banished to kill me? Banishment. Oh, friar, the damned use that word in hell, howling attends it. How hast thou the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed to mingle me with that word, banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me little speak.
Though thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word, adversity, sweet milk, philosophy to comfort thee though thou art banished.
Yes, banish it? Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet. Displant a town, reverse a queen's doom, it helps not, it prevails not, talk no more.
Oh, then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they, when that wise men have no eyes?
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of what thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me, and like me banished? Then mightst thou speak. Then mightst thou tear thy hair out and fall upon the ground as I do now.
Arise, Monarch, good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I. Unless the breath of heartsick groans misspike unfold me from the search of eyes.
Are they not? Who's there? Romeo, rise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while! Stand up! Run to my study. By and by! Will, what simpleness is this? Ugh, I come! Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, holy friar, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There, on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he's even just in my mistress' case. Oh, just in her case. So woeful sympathy, base predicament. So lies she blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, and you be a man. For Juliet's sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall to such deep an oath?
Nurse?
That's right, sir. That's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? What is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer? Now I have stained the childhood of our joy with blood removed but little from her own. Where is she? And how doth she? And what says my concealed lady to our cancelled love?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps. And then on Tybalt calls and on Romeo cries. And then down falls again.
As if that name shot from the deadly level of a gun did murder her. As that name's cursed hand did murder her kinsman. Oh, tell me, friar,
In what part of this vile anatomy doth my name lodge? Tell me that I may sack the hateful mansion!
Hold thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Unseemingly woman in a seeming man, and ill-bestinging beast in both. Thou hast amazed me. By thy holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself, and slay thy lady, that in thy life lived by doing damned hate upon thyself? Why railest on the birth, heaven, and earth? Since birth, and heaven, and earth, all three do meet in three at once, which thou at once would lose. What rouse thee, man? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose your sake thou wast but lately dead. There, art thou happy? Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There, art thou happy? The law that threatened death becomes thy friend, and turns it into exile. There, art thou happy? A pack of blessings light upon your back. Happiness courts thee in her best array. Like a misbehaving sullen wretch, thou poutest upon thy fortune and thy love. Take heed, for such a time miserable. Go get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend to her chamber hence, and comfort her. But look, stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the queen, and call thee back with 100,000 times more joy than thou went forth in lamentation. Go before nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow make them apt unto. Romeo is coming.
Oh, I could have stayed here all night to hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. Oh, I will tell my lady that you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir. A ring you bid me give you, sir. How you make haste, for it grows very late.
How well my comfort is revived by this.
Go hence, good night, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguise repent. Sojourn to Mantua. I'll find out your man, he shall signify from time to time. Every good hap to you from chances here. Give me thy hand. Slip. Farewell. Good night.
was a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell. Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily, that we have not had time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I. Well, we were born to die. 'Tis very late, she'll not come down tonight. I promise, but for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Good night, madam. Commend me to your daughter.
I will know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight, she's mewed up in her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender for my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. Wife, go you to Juliet ere you go to bed, and bid her, mark you me, that a Wednesday next, but soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Well, Wednesday is too soon. A Thursday let it be. A Thursday tell her that she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste?
Would that Thursday were tomorrow, my lord.
Well, get you gone. A Thursday be it then. Wife, go you to Juliet. Prepare her against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. And as she sings on yon pomegranate tree, leave me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candle has burnt out, and Jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
No light is not daylight. I know it, It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee a torchbearer, and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet. Thou needest not to be gone.
Let me be ta'en. Let me be put to death. I am content so thou would have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, welcome. Juliet wills it so. Let us talk. It is not yet day.
It is! My hands be gone away! Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam. Nurse, the day is broke, be weary, look about.
And window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Art thou gone so? Love. Lord. My husband. Friend. I must hear from thee every day in the hour. For in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years. Here I again behold my Romeo.
I will omit no opportunity to convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Oh, thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. For all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh, I have an ill-dividing soul. Methinks I see thee now. Thou art so low as one's dead at the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Trust me, love. My eyes, so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu. Adieu.
Oh, fortune. Fortune. All men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what dost thou with him that is renowned for fate? Be fickle, fortune. For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Who is that called? Is it my lady mother? She not down so late or up so early? But unaccustomed cause procures her hither.
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death. What, wilt thou wash him from his wave of tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much love, much grief shows still some want of it.
Yet let me weep for feeling lost.
So shall you for the loss, but not the friend of which you weep.
Feeling so the lost cannot choose, but ever weep a friend.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death, that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
Why, that same villain of Romeo.
Villain, and you be many miles asunder. God pardon him. I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
I, madam, from the reach of these my hands. Would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not to weep no more. I'll send to one in Mercutio, where that same renegade falcon lives. Shall give him such an accustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tybalt company. And then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Is my poor heart for kinsman vexed? Madam, if you could find out but a man to bear poison, I would temper it, that Romeo should, upon receipt thereof, soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named and cannot come to him, to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon his body that slaughtered him.
Find out the means and I'll find such a man. But now I must tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
Madam, joy comes well at such an easy time. What are they, beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou know thou hast a careful father, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, has sorted out a sudden day of joy, that thou expectest not, nor on not for.
Madam, and happy time of day is that?
Marry, child, early next Thursday morning, the young, gallant, and a noble gentleman, the County Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall have me make thee their joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, ye shall not make me their joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I must wed ere he that should be husband comes to woo. Madam, I pray you tell my lord and father I will not marry yet. And when I do, it shall be Romeo, who you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Where who's your father? Tell him so yourself and see how he will take it at your hands.
Oh, no, wife. Have you delivered our decree?
Aye, sir. She will none. She gives you thanks. I wish the fool married to her grave.
Sauce, take me with you, wife. How will she none? Doth she not give thanks? Is she not proud? Doth she not count herself blessed, unworthy as she is, as we have brought up so worthy a gentleman to be her bride?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful for even hate that is meant love.
How? Shot blood. I thank you, and I am proud, and yet thank you not, and not proud. Mistress Minion, you thank me, no thankings. No proud me, no proud. But settle your fine joints against Thursday next. To go with Paris to St. Peter's Church. I'll drag thee on a hurdle thither. Out, you green sickness. Helios, I to bag at you tallow face.
What are you, mad?
Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee once, get thee to church on Thursday, or never again look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, do not answer me. My fingers itch. Wife, we scarce thought us blessed that God had lent us but one only child. Now we see that one is too much, and we have a curse in having her. Out on her, Hilden!
God in heaven bless her, for you are to blame my lord to read her so.
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue, good Prudence, and smatter your gossips. Go!
I speak no treason.
Oh, God a goodie. Beast, you mumbling fool! Out of your gravity over a gossip fool, we have no need of it here.
You are too hot.
God's bread, it makes me mad. Day, night, hour, tide, time, work, play. Alone in company, still my care have been to have her matched. And having now provided a gentleman of noble parentage, of fair demeans, nobly trained, stuffed, as they say, with honorable parts, proportioned as one thought would wish a man. Then to have a wretched, puling fool, a whining mammet, in her fortune's tender answer, I'll not wed. I cannot love. I am too young. I pray you pardon me. But an you'll not wed, I'll pardon you. Graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to think on, I do not use to jest. And be you mine, and give you to my friend. Be you not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets. For by my soul, I'll ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine will ever do thee good. Trust to bethink you, I'll not be forsworn.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees unto the bottom of my grief? Oh, sweet my mother, cast me not away, delay this marriage for a month, a week. Or if you do not, make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I will not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I am done with thee.
Oh God! Oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse!
Faith, here it is. Romeo is vanished, and all the world to nothing that he dares ne'er come back to challenge you. For if he does, it must needs by still. As this the case, so standeth now at dawn. I think it best he made with the crown. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Rumors a dishcloth to him. An eagle, madam. Hath not so green, so quick, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Reassure my very heart. For I think you are happy in the second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead. For 'twere as good as he were, as living here, and do you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too. I'll be true with both.
Amen. Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I'm gone.
having displeased my father to Laurence's cell to make confession and to be absolved.
Mary, I will, and this is wisely done.
Ancient damnation. O most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue that she hath praised him with above compare so many thousand times? Go, counselor. Thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, ma'am, her father counts it dangerous that she do give her sorrow so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears, which, too much minded by herself alone, may be put away from her by society. Now, ma'am, do you know the reason of this haste?
I would I knew not why it should be slow. Look, sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
Happily met, my lady, and my wife.
It may be so, when I may be away.
That may be, must be, love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this friar?
To answer that, I should confess to you,
Do not deny to her that you love me.
and thus confess to you that I love her.
So will ye, I am sure, that you do love me.
If I do so, it would be of more price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, that is the truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
It may be so, since it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, holy father, now, or shall I come to you with evening mass?
My leisure serves me pensive daughter now. My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse you. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door. Oh, when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must in nothing make proroguage on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, Friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. In thy wisdom thou canst give no help, then do thou but call my resolution wise. And with this knife, I'll help it presently.
Hold. Go home. Be married. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not the nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. And presently through all thy veins shall run, cold and drowsy humor for no pulse, shall keep his native progress but surcease. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest, and in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Thou shalt be born to the same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt await, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift. Hither shall he come, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame, with No inconsistent toy or womanish fear abate the valor and the acting it.
Oh, give me. Tell me not of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous. In this resolve I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear friar. I nourish those attires are best, but I pray thee leave me to myself now, for I have need of many orisons to move the heavens to smile upon my state, which thou well knowest is cross and full of sin.
What are you busy, ho? Need you my help?
No, madam, we have called such necessaries as are behooveful for our stay tomorrow. Therefore let me be left alone. And let the nurse this night stay up with you, for I am sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knoweth when we shall meet again. I have a faint cold fear thrills through my veins and almost freezes up the heat of life. I will call them back to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Convile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No. It shall prevent it. I know there. What if it be a poison, that the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? For in this marriage she be dishonored because she married me before to Romeo. I fear it is. And yet methinks it should not, for she hath still been tried a holy priest. What if I wait before the time Romeo come to redeem me? Oh, there's a fearful point. Oh, look! Methinks I see my cousins go seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo. Here's drink. I drink to thee.
Mistress? What mistress? Juliet! Fast I want her, she. Why, lamb. Why, ladybird. Why, sweetheart. Why, bride. Well, not a word. You take your pennyworth now. Sleep for a week for the next that I warrant. The cunning Paris has set up his rest, that you shall rest but little. I want thee to wake you. Madam? 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 We're dressed and in your clothes and... Lady? Lady. Lady? Alas! Alas! Help! Help! My lady's dead. Oh, someone come me to hold. My lord! My lady!
What noise is here?
From the miserable day.
What is the matter?
Oh, look. Oh, look, oh, happy day.
Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive, look up. Oh, I will die with thee. Help. Help, God, help!
For shame, bring Juliet forth, the Lord is come.
She's dead. Deceased. She's dead.
Huh? Alas, she's cold. Her blood is settled, and her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower in all the field.
Oh, lamentable day. Oh, woeful day.
Death, that obtained her hence to make me wail, ties up my tongue and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day, death hath lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. I will die, leaving him all. All is death.
Have I thought long to see this morning's face? And doth it give me such a sight as this?
Accursed, unhappy, wretched, hateful day. Most miserable hour that e'er time saw. And lasting labor of his pilgrimage. But to one poor and loving child. Was one thing to be joy since the last sin. And cruel death hath snatched it from my sight.
Oh, woeful, woeful day. Oh day, oh day, oh day. Never seen so black a day as this. Oh, woeful day. Oh.
Beguiled, divorced, wronged, spited, slain, most detestable death by thee beguiled. By cruel thee quite overthrown. O love, O life, not life, but love in death.
Despised, distressed, hated, martyred, killed. Uncomfortable time. Why camest thou now to murder? Murder our solemnity. O child. O child, my soul and not my child. Dead art thou. Alack, my child is dead. And with my child, my joys are buried.
Peace, hope, or shame. Confusion's cure lives not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better it is for the maid. The most you sought was her promotion, for 'twas your heaven she should be advanced. And weep ye now, seeing she is advanced above the clouds as high as heaven itself? Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary onto this fair course, and as the custom is, and in her best array, bear her to church. For though some nature bids us all lament, yet nature's tears are reasons for merriment.
All things we ordained festival turn their office now to black funeral.
Sir, go you in, and madam go with him. And go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lure upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will.
I may trust the flattering truth of sleep. My dreams presage some joyful news at hand. My bosom's Lord sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above the ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream, that gives a dead man leave to think. Breathed such life with kisses in my lips, that I revived and was an emperor. Oh me, how sweet is love itself possessed, when but love's shadow is so rich in joy. News from Verona. How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How fares my Juliet? That I ask thee again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Couple's monument, and her immortal heart with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vaults, and I presently took post to tell it you. Pardon me for bringing this illness.
Since you did leave it for my office, sir.
Is it e'en so? But I defy you stars. Thou knowest my lodging. Get me ink and paper, and hire post horses. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
No, my good boy.
Very well. Get thee gone. Hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lay with thee tonight. Let's see for means. Oh, mischief, thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabout he dwells, which late I noted in tattered weeds. Noting this penury to myself, I said, if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here is a caitiff wretch would sell it him. What ho, apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see thou art poor. Oh. There is 40 ducats. Give me a dram of poison, such soon speeding here that will disperse itself through all the veins, so that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have. But Mantua's law is death. 20 he that utters them.
Thou so bare and full of wretchedness and fearest to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. Contempt and beggary hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. So be not poor, and break it by taking this.
My poverty, but not my will, consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Put this in any liquid thing you will, and you drink it off. And if you have the strength of 20 men, we would dispatch you straight.
Come cordial, and not poison. Go with me to my Juliet's grave. There I shall use thee.
Holy Franciscan Friar, Sister Hope, this same should be the voice of Friar Jane.
Welcome then from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be rich, give me his letter.
Only to find a barefoot sister out, one of our order to associate me, here in this city visiting the sick. And finding her, the searchers of the town, suspecting that we were both of a house where infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the door and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed. Who bare my letter then to Romeo? I could not send it, so here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it to thee, so fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune by my sisterhood. The letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and of neglecting it me to much danger. Friar Jane, go hence. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight onto my cell.
Sister, I'll go and bring it to thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hour will fair Juliet awake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will ride again to Mantua and keep her at my cell till Romeo come. Poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Give me thy torch, girl. Hence, and stand aloof. Whistle then to me, as signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee, go.
I'm almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower. flowers, thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! Thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do, or wanting that, the obsequies that I for thee will keep nightly shall be to strew thy grave and weep. The boy gives warning. Something dost approach. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies and true love's right? What with the torch, muffle me night a while.
Take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou live with my Lord and Father. Give me the light. Upon thy life I charge thee, whatever thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof. Attempt not to interrupt me in my course.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you.
So shalt thou show me great friendship. Oh. Take this. Live and be prosperous. Farewell, my fellows.
For all the same, I'll hide hereabouts. His looks I fear, his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable moth, thou womb of death, gorged with the dearest morsels of the earth. Thus, I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite, I'll cram thee with more food.
Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and come with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me.
I do defy thy combination, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy!
Oh, Lord, they fight!
Oh, my love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath, hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign is yet crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks. Death's pale flag is not advanced there. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that a lean, a bored monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chamber maids. Here will I sit up thy everlasting rest, and shake the yoke inauspicious stars from this world's weary flesh. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh you, the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death.
bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Thou desperate pilot, once run along the dashing rocks, thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love! O true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Where's my love? I remember well where I should be. Here I am. Where's my Romeo? Close in my true love's hand. Poison I see at finished timeless end. Oh, Cheryl. Drunk all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison gets on pain on them to make me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm.
Lead, girl, which way?
Yea, noise. Do not be free. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheep. There rust, and let me die.
There is a place there where the torch saw burn.
The ground is bloody.
Search about the churchyard. Go, whoever you find attached.
Oh, pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain. And Juliet, bleeding, warm, and newly dead, who here hath lain these 2 days buried?
Go tell the queen. Run to the Capulets, raise up the Montagues, some other search.
We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot without circumstance descry. Here is Romeo's hand. We found him in the churchyard. Keep her in safety till the queen come hither.
Here's the fire who cries, trembles, and weeps. What this venture is so early up, which caused that person from their morning rest?
What should it be that it shrieks so abroad?
The people of the street cry Romeo, some Juliet, some Paris, and all Roman and open outcry towards our monument.
What fear is this which startles our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the Count Paris slain, and Romeo dead and Juliet dead before, warm and new killed.
Search, seek, and know how this foul murder come.
Here's a friar, and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments fit upon them to open these dead men's tombs.
Heavens. Oh, wife, look at how our daughter bleeds. This dagger hath him a stain, for his home lies upon the back of that Montague. But it has missheathed itself in my daughter's bosom.
The sight of death is as a veil that warns my old age from sepulchre.
Come, Montague, for thou art so early up to see thy son, and now ere early down.
Alas, my liege, my husband is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile has stopped his breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught, what manners is in this? To press before thy mother to a grave?
Seal up thy mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear up these ambiguities, and know their springs, their heads,
their true descendants, and then will I be dinner of your woes, and lead you even to death. Meantime forbear, let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the party of suspicion.
I am the greatest able to do least, the most suspected as the time and place doth make against me of this direful murder.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is this tedious tale. Romeo there dead was husband, that Juliet, and she there dead was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city. Then I gave her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death, till I conveniently could set her Romeo. But when I come some minute ere the time of her awaking, here ultimately lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead.
We still have no need for a holy man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in all this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death, and then in post he came from Mantua to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father, and threatened me with death going in the vault if I departed not and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where's the county page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew on his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof. And so I did. Anon came one with light to the tomb, and by my master drew on him. And I ran to call the watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words. The course of their love, the tiling of her death, and here he writes he did buy a poison from a poor apothecary. Therewithal came to this vault to lie with Juliet. Where be the enemies, Capulet and Montague? See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that even heavens has means to kill your joys with love. And I, from winking at your discord, have lost brace of kinsmen. All is punished.
Sister Montague, give me thy hat. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that whiles Verona by that name is known. There shall no figure at such rate be set, as that a true and faithful Juliet.
As rich shall Romeo buy his lady lie, for sacrifices of our enmity.
A gloomy peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow would not show its head. Go hence to have more talk on these sad things. For never was a story of more woe than Juliet and her Romeo.
927-054. 927-054. Ashley?
Elijah.